Hello, Glenna Hum here. I hope you're having a great day. Today I wanted to share some things with you that I learned from a webinar from this past weekend and some things that kind of opened my eyes. And I'll have to tell you, when I first heard about the webinar called Doubling Your Online Productivity, I thought, I don't know if I'm going to waste my time doing that because I feel like I'm pretty productive already. But then I saw that it was going to be given by Gavin Mountford. Now, if you've not heard of Gavin or you don't know who he is, make sure that you go check him out at gavinmountford.com. And he's also on Facebook. Actually, he's all over the internet. He is an absolute superstar networker, and he is a very, very successful internet marketer. So when I heard that he was giving it, that opened my eyes, and I thought, definitely going to tune in for this because Gavin gives so much to everyone. He helps anyone that needs help, he will help them, and he gives so much value in everything he does. So, long story short, I'm going to try to make this short, he really gave some awesome tips and ideas of how to be more productive. Now, you might think these things are simple and obvious, but if you really think about them and really pay attention to what he was telling us, which I'm about to tell you, I think that it's going to make a huge difference in your day and how productive you can be. The first thing he said to do is turn everything off when you're working on an activity like doing a video like this, working on a blog post, any type of project that you have going on. Turn all of those distractions off. By distractions we mean email, Facebook, Twitter, all of your social networking, your phone, everything that seems to distract us and grab us in 100 different directions all day long. That is the first thing to do, because he's right. You really don't have to check that stuff 15 times a day. Once or twice a day should be sufficient, unless you have something really important going on that you told someone you'd be available. So turn all that stuff off, get those distractions out of there. The second thing that I really came away with is to write every single thing down. Now, I schedule all my tasks and projects and things that I need to get done, but as new things pop in my head, I try to log them in my brain somewhere, which is already overstuffed. I have to admit that, and I am foolish enough to think that I'll get back to it or I'll remember it. Well, that's not the case. I started thinking about all of the things that I forget about every day. And, that's human nature. We can only think about so many things at one time. So, write them all down. If something pops in your head, if you're getting out of bed in the morning, have a notebook there. Have a notebook in the kitchen. Have a notebook somewhere in the house with you at all times, or even if you're in your car, I guess, so you can jot things down so you don't forget them. So that was a huge thing for me, because right after the webinar, I started writing things down, and I have a pretty good list going of great ideas that I've come up with that I don't want to forget. Now, the third thing is to schedule breaks. Now, I thought I did, I take time out for lunch and so forth, but I don't block out times. Like, for instance, he said, let me make sure I get this right, the 60-60-30 rule. Make sure you're working a 60-minute block, work another 60-minute block, and then take 30 minutes off. Now, during those 60-minute blocks, though, you also want to kind of leave yourself a few minutes in between to kind of take a deep breath and refocus a little bit too. So, you know that you're going to absolutely work on something for 50 or 55 minutes full force. Nothing's going to distract you. So, schedule your day in those type of blocks of time, and I think that it'll make a huge difference for all of us. So those are just a few tips. There was so much more in the webinar that would take me a long time to get out to you. And when I get the information, he's actually went ahead and recorded the webinar. When I get the information for that, I will also let you know what that is so that all of you can go out and look at the webinar again. It was just fantastic. So anyway, I was so impressed, and it's made such a difference in a few short days. I had to tell you all about it. Now, if you have some tips or strategies on how you make your day productive, please leave me a comment. I would love to hear about it. And I will talk to y'all next time. Thanks so much. Bye.